In this case, 3 expended Winchester cartridge cases were found, 1 live silver tip round was recovered, and there were 2 fragments that belonged to silver tip bullets, and 3 cartridge cases of Winchester manufacture. So depending whether there's 4 or 5 shots fired, what you've got then is the possibility that up to 4 different bullet types or designs from 3 different manufacturers could have been used in his pistol. Now, even considering all that, let's just say it was all Winchester ammunition. Does Winchester have a bullet that could produce the identical wounds that were seen in Lieutenant Oliver's body, yet not be a silver tip? In fact, they do. It's no longer in production. It's known as a 185 grain Winchester Western full metal case Supermatch. And here's just such a cartridge. You can see that the cartridge cases are the same. Here's the nose of the silver tip. There's the nose of the Supermatch. It's made for target work. It has a flat nose, very similar in diameter to the nose of the silver tip. There's the nose of the Supermatch. There's the nose diameter of the silver tip. There's the base. They both weigh 185 grains. It's a full metal jacket material. It's very unlikely that it's going to disrupt, deform, or expand, or fragment. And here's the bases of the cartridge cases. They're identical. So when they talk about finding cartridge cases there that were of Winchester make, it's possible that one of the cases could have contained the full metal case Supermatch instead of a silver tip. If you take that now out of production full metal case semi-wad cutter and fire it through the 1980s era 100% polyester shirt that of the type that Lieutenant Oliver was wearing at the time that he was killed, you can see that it also cuts a circular defect out of the material. And if you put it side by side compared to the silver tip, you can see that they both have voids of material where the bullet passed. There's also been statements made that a shotgun was fired. A shotgun is a very dirty weapon. For buckshot, you have the white granular material that's used as buffer to keep the pellets round in flight. You also have various components of wad that are present, as well as the expended cartridge case. Now, buckshot can perforate the human body. It can enter and it can exit. But I fired 30 pellets through, again, this 1980s era 100% polyester Memphis Police Department uniform shirt, and each and every one of those defects has the splitting as opposed to the plug type removal. I also fired upwards of 20 silver tip rounds through the material, and each and every time I obtained a circular plug of material type defect in that shirt. So every time it was hit with a silver tip, you had a circular defect. Every time it was hit with buckshot, you had splitting. Again, this is the entrance of Lieutenant Oliver's shirt. There's a plug-like defect. Additionally, there were statements made that Mr. Workman received buckshot injuries, and they were alluding to these on the left hip. You can see that these injuries are bruises and abrasions. They have central areas with abrasions, linear abrasions, leading away from them. Mr. Workman was in the presence of a police dog who did bite him. Again, you can see that the injuries here were alluded to as being buckshot wounds. This is a cast of a dog's upper jaw. You can see that there are 2 canines and 6 incisors in a dog's jaw. This is a different case that shows canine marks and incisor marks in a bite. Again, incisor marks, canine marks, incisor marks, canine marks, incisor marks. The canines will produce circular bruises where the canine's teeth first impact the skin, and then there'll be drag marks coming away. Again, here, there's a contact point here, and a trailing bruise back here. So impact and drag, impact and drag. The dog's jaws in this case match the impact